So we're almost done, and my screen says 95%. And it's just got to do the top little smokestack here on our boat. I'm not sure if this is the original benchy or if this is a knockoff. It doesn't really matter because it looks pretty similar to a benchy, if not exactly the same. Um, and so a benchy it's a benchmark boat, and so I can look at this as it's printing and even after it's printed, and I can tell, you know, how well it handles this overhang here, right? So that means it's printing over nothing, or how it does the roof, or this little ramp up the front, how it handles these overhangs, or how circular this hole is. Kind of if I got little zits coming out the side. Yeah, so this is or you can see like right now in the smokestack, it's actually printing over nothing on the outside, right? So it's kind of building a sharp edge, or even on this roof has a sharp edge. And so this print is a handy thing to look at and see how well your printer is doing at different aspects. And there are other types of prints that you can do for calibration. That's kind of what this is a calibration print or a characterization print. The benchy is just kind of popular amongst hobbyists just because they like to have a bunch of these boats around their shop or lab. So we're almost done printing, and we're gonna see what happens when it finishes. But especially when you make your first print on a printer, I highly recommend just continually coming in, checking on it and seeing how it's doing. It gives you an idea of what you might need to tune later or communicate problems, right? To see the problems as they happen, because oftentimes it's hard to diagnose a print if it goes bad and you just show up and it's already gone bad and you didn't see it happen. So, yeah, so we're almost done here. And remember that this is actually we tuned the Z offset as it was printing, and it looks like it recovered pretty well. It looks like we're at an okay offset. I can see my layers. I do see some defects here. There's some little zits, but my layers are actually pretty well and consistent, which makes me think that my Z offset is where it needs to be. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'll take it once it finishes this last layer here and see if I do some closer inspection. And there it goes. It's all done. So cool. So we got our benchy here, and I'm just gonna take off my plastic here, and I'm gonna just pop this guy off. There we go. You do want to be careful because this this top part could still be a little molten, or a little flexy still. Anyways, yeah. So here's my benchy. You can see my lights actually exposing the internal structure of it. You can see. Yeah, and just take this rest of the brim and just get rid of that. Yeah, so there's our first print. Mind you that this was something that was already on the SD card ready to use. But yeah, so now we can kind of characterize it and we can start printing more things.